Welcome back, everyone, to another Eat Beat Live, the most delicious live stream in the Metroplex. I'm Bud Kennedy.
And Steve Wilson.
It's tamale time in Texas and in the Southwest. And, everybody wants to know where to get tamales next, what kind of tamales. There's a great tradition of tamales for Christmas Eve. Some people eat tamales on Christmas Day. Well, every day of the year, one place that people, particularly in the north side of Fort Worth and Tarrant County, count on is Cardona Foods. Cardona Foods has been around since 1935, started as B.G. Cardona's Bakery. Gloria, I don't know if, besides you and Esperanza's and the Jotis family, I don't think there's anywhere that's been selling tamales longer than you have. Is that right?
That's right. And I think now there's Tommy's Tamales and Marquez Bakery in Arlington. I think they're doing tamales this year also.
Oh, well, everybody, we're going to talk about a lot of those tamales, but, Cardona Foods has been around. Gloria Cardona's with us. Gloria is taken over the Cardona legacy that B.G. Cardona started on North Main in Fort Worth in 1935, I believe, and served the north side for many years. And Cardona Foods it's kind of unique. It's a factory with a cafe in front. So you have Cardona chips that you see in stores and at a lot of restaurants. You have tamales, you have a lot of other Tex-Mex food items. And then they've converted the front office and some of the front part of the factory into a restaurant, and they serve lunch there 5 days a week. So if you want to come try the tamales, just come have lunch, right, Gloria?
Exactly. We have a tamale plate. You get 2 tamales, rice and beans. You can buy just the tamales and have chili and cheese on them and sit down and eat with us. And I had a customer last year who wanted to try the tamales. So we just gave her one over the counter. And she goes, "Oh, God, I want 5 dozen." So she really liked them. And this year, we're just going to have the pork roast tamales. We don't have beef. We sold out of beef. We already have sold out of the cheese and jalapeno. We have no chicken. All we have are pork for this year.
So, okay, everything is already sold out except pork. Right. So that it just reminds everybody watching to get your tamale orders in.
Yeah, the pork roast to me is the favorite of all, really. We make more of that one than any of the others.
Gloria, what's changed about tamales? How closely do you make tamales from the way your family's made it your whole life?
Well, tamales over the years have just gotten so popular, and now it's an everyday thing. I sell tamales every day, and Christmas is the biggest time of the year for tamales, and also New Year's. I sell a lot of tamales for New Year's Eve, all the parties and things like that.
Now, you're probably the biggest place to get tamales in North Tarrant County, along with, you mentioned the little Tommy Tamale shops that are in Grapevine and Keller and out between Saginaw and Eagle Mountain Lake. Tommy Tamales become very popular. They have a lot of varieties. You're kind of the old school tamale shop with a restaurant in front. And then you mentioned in Arlington, Marquez Bakery has been known for tamales for like 40 years. And then there's and then you have kind of the fancy tamales. There's the gourmet. You can order from Hot Damn Tamales online, which has, let's see, they have some pork, beef, and chicken. Now, I did find this, Gloria, one thing that I think is different about tamales this year, a couple of the old places have closed down, like Polito's is not doing tamales this year, but there's so many more supermarket tamales, and that seems to be making a big difference. Central Market, Gloria, you can get tamales that are kale with sun-dried tomato tamales. What do you think about that?
I think that's great. I think that's different, and it's really, I've seen dessert tamales. They're good too. Raisin, cinnamon. I didn't get a chance to make any this year. I really wanted to.
Well, H-E-B, of course, is now really dominating the market in the Weatherford and Burleson area. A lot of people go there. They have about 20 different kinds of tamales. And then Central Market has about 6 different kinds of tamales. They also have a bison tamale besides the kale tamale. And, Steve Wilson's here. I ought to ask him, Steve, what's your favorite tamale?
Anything with chili on it.
Well, show us that picture of the tamale.
Yeah, we have
This is a combination plate at Cardona's. This has got a tamale right up front with a good old fashioned chili on it, and that's rice, and that's a green chicken enchilada. But this is what you get at Cardona. This is your tamales and chili. If you miss getting tamales and chili at the original in Fort Worth on the west side, they have one on the north side now. If you miss your tamales and chili at Polito's, which isn't around, or El Rancho Grande, you can go to Cardona Foods and have tamales for lunch every day of the week in the lobby and have a good tamale plate with chili.
Right. We're here from 11 to 2:30 Monday through Friday. And this year for Christmas, we're going to be open one Saturday this month of December. It's the 23rd. We're going to be here from 8 to 6 p.m. on Saturday.
Selling tamales. Now that's the
For
11 to
tamale
2:30
orders.
is the cafe hours. But
From 11 to 2:30 is the cafe hours.
That's
And
the
then to
cafe
keep
hours,
up-
and that's weekdays. But
Right.
as far as walk-in buying tamales, buying chips, did you say 8 to?
Well, we're usually open from 8 to 5, but we're going to stay open until 6 o'clock because people get off work at 5 and they just can't get here in time. So I'm going to stay open late. I'm here till 8 o'clock at night every day.
And we should tell everybody you're at 850 West Meacham Boulevard. I'm doing that from memory.
850 Meacham Boulevard.
It's East Meacham Boulevard, 850 Meacham Boulevard,
Right.
which is about a half mile or so west of I-35 or south
Yes.
of Loop 820.
And we're
So
south of 820. If you exit
if you-
820,
If you exit
Blue
820 on
Mountain
Blue
Road.
Mound Road,
Right.
yeah.
It's Highway
So we just tell everybody
156.
you're kind of where Blue Mound Road and Meacham Boulevard cross, and it's near the intersection of 820 and 35. So
Exactly.
if you can find that big interchange, then you can find the Cardona Foods
Right. And
Factory.
you can also
Gloria.
come in through North Main from downtown and come in that way. And
It's not
if
really
you're
that
running
far
late,
from downtown.
if you want tamales, call and place your order. If you're running late, just call us. We'll wait on you.
So
Come pick
if the
up
traffic's
tamales.
bad on I-35, you'll wait on people. So-
Yes, it's so crowded right now. Everybody's holiday shopping, and the traffic is terrible. You can also get your dinners, enchilada dinners. We do them by the tray. If you want to serve Christmas dinner, we have enchiladas, the tamales, fajita dinners. We're doing cheese sauce, hot sauce, pico de gallo, guacamole, anything. And chili, you can buy it in the quart. The chili con carne is excellent. I sold so much chili. Everybody loves chili, and they all want it on their tamales, and I even sell grated cheese. You can buy it already. We'll grate it for you. Have all
the
that.
Chili is something people miss about not having Polito's and El Rancho Grande. They both had great chili con carne, and some of the restaurants don't have chili.
Oh, I know it.
You
Polito
keep
has
nodding your head.
good food. Yes, I guess we're the only ones besides, I don't know, I'm sure Joe T's has that also. And Cardona Cafe, Cardona Foods, we're one in the same, but
Esperanza's has chili in the Esperanza's Cafe and Bakery. They have the original recipe chili that you can have on your tamales or on your enchiladas.
yes,
That's
I
kind
think
of a
they do.
secret.
Mhm.
That's kind of a secret that, if you
Yeah.
want chili on your enchiladas, then at lunchtime, Joe T's will get you some chili, but Esperanza's always has the chili available.
Right. We also have the Christmas chips, the red and green chips. If you want to,
I want you to
mix
talk
them.
about your chips.
Yes.
I want you to talk about your chips and everything you're doing in all these stores now. Tell us about everywhere we find the Cardona Foods under all these different brands, and tell us about all the little chips you're doing.
Right. The chips, you can find the Glorious chips at Brookshire's, all the Brookshire's and Super One supermarkets. I'm now in Kroger. But this Friday, Kroger's going to have their grand opening, and I'll be there demoing chips and sauce, and it's in Burleson. And then we have the chips in Whole Foods in the Southwest region. All the Whole Foods, all the way to Austin, San Antonio, all in Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas. I've been in Whole Foods since 2006, and the chips are there. Central Market has our chips, and it says G Cardona on the bag. All the Central Markets, there's 12 Central Markets. There's 2, I think, in Dallas, 1 in South Lake, and then the rest of them are all spread out. Austin, San Antonio, Central Market
If you-
carries the G Cardona label, but it's
If
the
you're
same
in Whole Foods, if you're in Whole Foods, that means I can order your chips on Amazon Fresh, right? Can I
Yes,
have them
you
brought
can.
out?
And Brookshire's has them on. You can order them online from Brookshire's also. I've
See
seen.
there. Do you have delivery of tamales? Do you have anybody doing tamale
No,
delivery?
I thought about doing some deliveries out toward Decatur. You know, if someone lives out and can't drive, I go out there like 3 times a week. And if Decatur, anybody in Decatur, Texas that needs tamales, call us. Call us at Cardona's and I'll get you some tamales if you can't drive over here.
Steve, that's actually not a joking matter, because that's one thing the people in Rome and Decatur and Northwest Fort Worth are short on is tamales. They don't have any good tamale places.
So how
Right,
much are tamales?
Last year coming
Oh,
from
how
Decatur.
much are they? Steve's got a
They're,
question.
17.
They're
We're just
$17.50 a
rolling
dozen.
on.
$17.50 a dozen this year.
Mm-hmm. And then the little
1750.
side of
That's
chili I can get on. How much is that?
It should be under 18 for a dozen with tax and all, but
Mhm.
18, 18.90,
94.
18.94 for with tax for a dozen tamales now. Things are so high, you know. The cost of stuff has gone up. It's sad, but it has.
Well, Hot Down Tamales, their tamales are $28 to $30 a dozen. So
Boy, that's a
for their
lot.
gourmet tamales. The supermarkets are a little less, you know.
If for that tamale I think it should have filet mignon inside, don't you?
And then the supermarkets are in the 10 to 15 range. So
Right.
tell me about the supermarket tamales. There have been so much, the market now is so much HEB, Central Market, and then the El Rancho Supermercado and
Right.
Fiesta. How much of the tamale market have they taken away from the little bakeries and the little shops like yours?
I don't think, you know, since everyone knows about Cardona Foods that we have tamales, we're so busy that there's room for supermarkets to sell them. I don't know. I've never had their tamales in the supermarkets. I was at Kroger and they had tamales ready to go.
They
I
have
think you get 6
tamales in the meat
They had
counts?
them in
Wow.
half dozens. I've never tried them. I don't know how good they are, but they sell. People love tamales. It's more convenient. If you're at the supermarket, you see tamales. Oh, look, they'll grab a dozen, put it in their basket while they're shopping.
Well, I'll tell you, I've never known anybody who would pass up tamales if you see them. I think everywhere you see them, you grab them. Do
Right.
they have something like porcupine and jalapeno tamales or anything like
I
that?
saw
Do they
some
have-
that were they were pork and jalapeno, I believe.
Now, see,
And
there
I
you
didn't
go.
see any beef. I didn't see any beef. I didn't see any cheese and jalapeno. Mostly they're all pork, you know, the pork roast. That's the favorite. That's the best
Now-
tamales, the pork roast.
The pork roast. Now, the 3 old school places in Fort Worth to get tamales are Cardona Foods,
Yes.
Gloria's here, and Esperanza's, which is the bakery cafe in front of Joe T's,
Yes.
owned by the Landcart family. And
Right.
both those opened the same year. Cardona's and Joe T's opened the same year, 1935. And then the other is Ibarra's on the north side, which has only been around for 50 years. And
Right.
so those are the 3 kind of old school tamale shops. And then in Arlington, Marquez Bakery, which is
Right.
really close to Globe Life Field. I tell people who are in town for baseball, they say, "Where's a good place to eat?" I say, just go over to Marquez and have lunch and then go over to your ball game. And I think Marquez serves lunches until like 4 o'clock. And so that it's
I think
perfect.
they
And you can
also-
go over.
They
Then you
have
go over
breakfast.
for your tailgate party. What's that?
Right. They also have breakfast. I
They
also
have
have
breakfast, and they have a huge bakery.
right. We also sell and make masa. I have customers come in that make their own tamales at home. So we have the tamale masa already ground, ready to go. And I've
Good.
sold 10 pounds, 20 pounds, 30 pounds. People come in, I want masa. I said, well, how many pounds? I need 25. We grind it up, give it to them. They take it home, and they make their own homemade tamales from home.
Well,
I
Gloria,
sell
have
a
you
lot of
thought
masa.
about have you thought about teaching tamale school? I think that'd be as popular as the brisket school.
I
and the-
think that's a lot of
barbecue
work, but
food.
it's a lot of fun. You know, I think that's a good idea. That's a lot of fun to do that.
I think
Teach people how
tamale
to make
school.
homemade tamales.
Oh, those people in Keller and South Lake, they'd love that. They'd buy up all those places in tamale school. It'd be good.
That'd be neat. Yes.
Steve, have you had any interesting tamales, or what's another tamale topic?
Uh, well, I was more curious how many tamales you make during Christmas.
Oh my gosh, we did 3,000 dozens last year. 3,000 dozens.
It's a lot of
We went
tamales.
through. And this year we've made the par, and when they're gone, they're gone. You know, we may sell out before the 23rd. That's why it's best to call us and put your order in, and we'll make them. They're made already. We'll cook them and get them ready and pack for you.
Well, that's what people don't realize is you can't make tamales in 10 minutes. If you run out of tamales, you can't just, snap your fingers and say, make me some more tamales. Once they're gone.
Yeah, I can
or
make all the
booked up,
chips
then-
you want and all the tortillas, but I can't produce tamales in one day. We've geared up back in October. We've done all our tamales, and they're in the freezer, and they're ready to cook. We're waiting for I call it the tamale frenzy to start, and it's around the 20th of December 20th. All the orders start coming in, and all the restaurant orders for people want to take food, take out for their Christmas dinner and their parties, and getting all the hot sauce and pico de gallo, and picking up chips and the red and green chips and ordering their tamales. So I've got orders already placed. People are picking them up, the tamales, up till the 23rd, and that's a Saturday. So we will be here the 23rd till
Can you order online?
6 p.m. from 8 to 6 p.m.
Can you order online?
No, we don't have any online ordering. You just call us and give us your name and how many dozens you want and what day you want to pick them up, and they'll be ready to go. All your chili, pico de gallo, cheese sauce.
Well, I guess we need that phone number then.
It's 817-625-6477.
That's your tamale hotline number there, folks.
That's the tamale hotline.
And it's 850 Meacham Boulevard, west of I-35,
Right.
West of that Radisson Hotel on I-35, or
Right, zip
south
code
of
76106. If you put it in your for your directions.
or south of 820 off Blue Mound Road in North Fort Worth, and serving everyone up and down I-35. If you can get there through the traffic, you'll get to Cardona tomorrow. I can't talk anymore. This has all made me so hungry. I feel like I need to go out and
Come
have
have
a
Come
big
have
tamale
lunch with
plate
me.
right now. Well, I've been sitting here getting ready.
Steve, come have
I
lunch
feel like
with
I
us.
need to go out and have a tamale plate. Gloria, you're great. Thank you for visiting with us around the holidays. And
Well,
it's
thank
always
you.
great to hear about the good food at Cardona's and all the little tamale shops and all the family-owned tamale businesses
Yes.
that are
Happy
out
holidays.
here making it.
Happy
that are out here
holidays
making it
to
the holidays.
everyone.
Gloria has been working on your tamales since October. So
Yes.
thank you. Thank you
Thank
again.
you.
Happy holidays, and stay busy out there.
Merry
Until
Christmas
next
to
time.
all of you.
Until the next Eat Speed Live, I'm Bud Kennedy.
And Steve Wilson.